Tucked into the hills, the twisted remains of an old mine sit quietly decaying under the California sun. This is Rinconada, a site once dedicated not to gold, but something far more toxic, mercury. For over a century, this place extracted quicksilver from the earth, fueling wartime industries and gold purification across the West. Today, what's left are rusting machines, open pits, and sealed-off shafts, all stained with time. We're heading to see what remains. Welcome back to the Abandoned Project. We have just pulled up to the parking area for this mine. From what I understand, it's only about a quarter-mile hike, nice and shaded. Really easy, you don't need any hiking shoes or anything like that. And hopefully pretty soon we'll come across the mine. Already found some pieces of concrete and graffiti on trees. That's usually a good sign. Really not too sure what these would have been. Some sort of tanks to hold something. I think we go up the hill. Less than 10 minutes, maybe 8 minutes of walking, and we've reached the first part of the mine. Huh. Huge pieces of machinery here. Sort of big turbines. Looks like it would have been engines. All of this is super covered in graffiti, but really pretty neat. I love this section over here, how it kind of looks like a face. Climb up on this. What a cool spot. Definitely gonna have to check this out a little more on this side over here. From what I understand, this mine first opened in the 1800s, but it was active until the 1960s when it finally shut down for good. So it's gone through a lot of different time periods where it's been updated and, you know, probably isn't gonna look the way it would have when it was first built. Because this all looks pretty modern. All right. That's just so cool. I love that thing. Okay, here we are on the top side here. Wow. That is really neat. Oh, crazy. Not sure how sturdy this stuff is, but cautiously take a look. Bunch of trash in there. That's cool. Wow. It's a little sketchy. Just felt a pretty good wobble, so I'm gonna retreat off of this thing. Pretty cool, but not worth getting hurt over, so we'll check it out a little more cautiously. No idea what this would have been for, but really crazy industrial structure. So I'm gonna pop down on the other side and then I'm gonna put the drone up and see if I can find anything else around here. I know there's an entrance to the mine shaft itself, which I want to see. And I think that's up this hill, but I'm not 100% sure, so. when I flew the drone, I was able to see where the opening for the mine is, so I'm gonna hike up there right now. It looks pretty sketchy, so I'm not gonna get too close, but something really scared the shit out of me when I was flying that. I don't know what's going on, but this big piece of machinery that's behind me here, it's like creaking. Maybe it's because it's really sunny out today and the metal is like expanding or contracting or something, but it's making like a lot of noise, and it's happened like 3 times and it freaks me out a lot, hearing this like loud, like popping metal sound and like walking near it. I'm sure it's not me actually walking near it. I'm sure it's just coincidence and I'm overthinking it because I'm up here by myself. There was 1 extra car in the parking area, so maybe I'll see somebody that's exploring that mine. I'm not really sure, but I guess we'll figure it out. All right, heading straight up, here we go. Of course, I picked the day that's like 90 degrees to do this hike. Even though it's short, it is pretty much straight up. Here. Definitely a crazy little scramble up here. Gotta be kind of careful. I think we have to go up that way though. Oh. Okay. I got some metal here. It's like mine entrance over here. That was a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be to get up here. Be real careful on the outside here. Here's our entrance. Just want to take a look. All this section looks kind of sketch. Damn. Look at that. Well, that's fucking nuts. Holy cow. Huge. Hole there, hole there, hole there, big hole below. That's freaking crazy. Holy cow. Well, I'm not going any further than that because this is nuts, but you could get into some pretty crazy caving down here. I'm sure. I know that this is pretty sketchy. From what I understand, the county closed down access to this hole quite a few years ago just because there were some people getting hurt and killed and lost down here. So really, really wild shit. But yeah, just to see it from here, it's crazy. Really, really cool. Check out my whole abandoned California playlist because I've been exploring the California area, seeking out weird and abandoned places for the last decade, pretty much. If you want to know how I find places like this, I'm gonna put a link to my e-guide that I made that's all about finding abandoned locations and traveling to these places safely. So that's available down below. I also have a photo book that is available on Amazon. It's called Deserted Dreams, California's Abandoned Oasis. I'll also link that in the description. That is 10 years of exploring the California desert. A really, really cool collection of photographs that I'm really proud of. So again, thanks for the support, and until next time, peace out.